gonna stand. Hi. Hello. So, you notice anything different? Anything? Your girl finally got a ring light, and I am living for it. Like, I'm so excited. This is gonna help me so much. If you don't know what a ring light is, it's a camera light that is on a tripod, and it's like a big old circle, and then the camera goes inside the circle, and it's just... that hopefully means that my videos now will look much better. I know you guys don't care about that nearly as much as I do, but I'm just excited, so yeah. But anyway, today I'm going to be telling you guys a story of when a friend of mine and I, in like elementary school, decided to go to this dance thing, and it was not a good experience. For me, anyway. I've thought about telling this story for a really long time, but I've put it off only because it's such a blur. Like, I barely even remember this happening. And also, I feel like it might not even be that entertaining or funny, but we're gonna find out together, right? This story takes place in either 4th or 5th grade. Not entirely sure, but I know we weren't in middle school yet. And you'll understand why in a minute. I had this friend in elementary school named Tara, and we were best friends. Like, we were so close. We talked on the phone every day for hours after school. You know, one of those things. And I don't think she'll mind me bringing up her name or showing her picture in this video, because we still talk to this day. We're still friends, so I don't think she'll mind. But if she does, cross that bridge when we come to it. And I remember Tara being the more outgoing one, and more like wanting to go out and do crazy things. And I remember kids in my grade, or, you know, kids around my age in school, always talking about this dance that happened. I don't remember if it was during the school year. Like I said, this whole story is so blurry. I don't remember if it was during the school year or if it was like during the summer or something. But I don't think it was like a school dance, like a one-time thing. I think it was like a reoccurring thing. Maybe it was every weekend for like a month or something. I don't know. Like, this was so long ago, so it's very blurry, but it's still a funny story. And the dance had this really weird name, and I don't know if I want to say the name. Fuck it, I'll say it. It probably doesn't even happen anymore for all I know. And I could be saying this wrong, but this is what I thought it was called all these years. Everyone called it the Pal. And I never understood it, and I still don't understand it, but it was like a thing. Like, everyone my age talked about it, and like they would go to it. And Tara had gone before, and I'd never gone before, so she wanted to take me. And I wanted to go. I was excited, you know, partying it up like the big kids. But I was also super nervous because one thing about me that has not changed is my social anxiety. But it was just kind of starting back then. Like, this was the beginning of a lifetime of discomfort in my own body. So I think it took a lot of convincing, but she eventually got me to agree to go with her to this thing. And I'm pretty sure it was supposed to only be for like 6th graders and up. Or maybe even older than that, I don't know. But I know that we technically were too young to go, but there was still a way to get in, or like they would still go, or they didn't really care or pay attention to the age. I don't know. Like I said, I still don't even know what this dance was for. So she convinces me to go, and I go over to her house one night after school, and we were gonna get ready together. Here's a picture of that exact night, like the actual night that the story took place, where she's straightening my hair before we go out on the town as actual fetuses. Now, one thing to keep in mind here was that this was around the age that my short stature was really becoming prominent. Like, early elementary school days, I was always kind of the short one in the class, but it wasn't as extreme of a difference as it started to become, like, as everyone else started to grow a lot more, and I kind of didn't. And I think the reason this story still, like, remains in the back of my mind is because I think this is the night that I really noticed how different I was from everyone else. So we get ready at Tara's house, and then her dad or her mom or her sister or someone drives us to this dance. I don't think it was a school. I think it was like just a hall. Like, You know how you can like rent halls for weddings or parties or whatever? I think it was something like that. And I remember we met up with a couple of her friends and then we all waited in line together. And I remember like it being cold. I do remember it being like cold as hell and seeing like a bunch of middle school girls in short shorts and tank tops. I remember seeing that and I was just like, Then it was time to go in. And this is where shit started to hit the fan a little bit. And I started to think, oh, yeah, maybe this isn't gonna be a happy, fun time like I thought it was gonna be. So we eventually get up to the front of the line and there's like a sign-in sheet. And you have to like write your name and your age or your grade, like what grade you're in school. And I specifically remember having to lie and say that I was in either 5th grade or 6th grade. So maybe I was in 4th grade when this happened then. Jesus. No, I don't think I was that young. I think I was in 5th grade. At the highest, I was in 5th grade. And I remember the security guard that was standing with the sign-in sheet knew that I was full of shit. Like, the look on his face, just as I wrote my fucking name and a number and grade on there, he was just like, right, yeah. Like, I already looked younger than I actually was, but then I was trying to lie and say I was even older, like, Queen, no. But they didn't say anything, he just let me go in. And I think I said, too, I was like, I'm in 6th grade. I'm like, stop. Then as we were all crowding in through the doors, which is my nightmare, I hear this little preteen boy shout, yo, who brought that little kid with them? It's something like that. There's something like, who brought their kids to this day? Like, this entire dance is kids, you dumb idiot. That's the funniest part about that. So calm your little ass, you're not grown. And after hearing that, I was like, okay, great. Like, this is gonna be one of those things where I'm just gonna constantly get harassed and teased because I look like I'm 5. I kind of just like shrugged it off and we kept going. And then we made it into the room of disaster. And by the room of disaster, I mean the room where the dance was. It was just this big, it looked like it was maybe like a basketball. That's what it was. I think it was like a basketball stadium, something like that. Volleyball, something, I don't know. But it was all like dark and there was lights and music playing and a bunch of preteens shaking the little preteen tushes just all over the place. It was terrible, it was a nightmare, it was horrendous. But I was still gonna make the best of it. I was determined to live my life. Live my 10-year-old party going ass life. So of course I noticed everyone staring at me. That was annoying and that definitely started to kill my vibe and I was already like, okay, I don't want to be here anymore. But then my friend dragged me over and all of her and her friends were all dancing in a circle to the iconic bop that was playing, You're a Jerk. And they're all doing the jerk. They're all getting their lives, you know? And because the song is playing and it's just getting extremely intense. And at the time I didn't know how to do the jerk. So Tara and everyone else is trying to teach me. Just that image. Like they're all standing there killing it. And then me just, like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I can do it now though. It's been a while since I couldn't say I love. And then it went from doing the jerk to the stanky leg. Ooh. Yes, that's right. Fucking Watch Me Whippin' Nay Nay did not start the stanky leg. That was a long, long dug up artifact, alright? As if I'm like 87. Yeah, at some point I gave up trying to learn the hip new dance moves. I remember for some reason just aimlessly walking around the stadium. I don't know what the fuck it's called, so I'm just gonna keep calling it a stadium. It was huge. That's what I do remember, though. It was massive. Just crowds of little girls just going like this on their, like, boyfriends, and it was just, I don't know what was happening. I don't know. It was so disgusting. And all I remember is just trying to have fun, but just not being able to, because I kept either getting stared at or pointed at or laughed at or made fun of. But yeah, I remember like little asshole kids asking me how old I was, and then I would answer, and then they would just laugh or say, "No, you're not." And then going back to make out with their little 12-year-old still developing girlfriends in the corner. So my vibe was eventually so destroyed, and I was so sad and just felt extremely excluded from everything. I decided to just retreat into the hallway and sit and wait until my friends were done dancing, and so that we could leave. And this was the highlight, though. This gave me a little bit more faith in humanity, because when I went out into the hallway and I just sat on the floor against the wall like this, just like 3 like random girls that I never met before just like came up to me and they were like, "What's wrong? Are you okay? Like, are you by yourself? Are you with your friends?" I was like, "Yeah, I came here with my friends and whatever, but people keep making fun of me because I look like I'm 5 and it's just not fun," and I was all sad and emo about it. And they were like so nice. They like hung out with me until my friends came back, which, by the way, Tara was great. Like, she wasn't like ditching me or anything like that. But yeah, these random girls that walked up to me were just like so nice. If my mood wasn't so killed and if I wasn't so exhausted from having a shit time, I probably would have gone back in with them and hung out with them and like danced with them. But at that point, I was just ready to leave. And thankfully, you know, Tara, being a great friend, she wasn't like upset with me or anything like that, because I think she agreed, and like I think she told me she wasn't having as much fun either, and like it wasn't as fun as the other times she remembered. So like it wasn't like a thing, like I wasn't like begging her to leave and she didn't want to. So Tara called her dad or her mom or someone, I don't remember who it was, and they came and picked us up and then just took us back to her house. And I don't remember if like we had a sleepover after that or if I just went home. I probably just went home, to be honest. But yeah, so that was the story of my first real party experience, and why to this day I'm still kind of terrified of any social event. It's weird, like I'm terrified of social events, but yet at the same time, like I really want to go to them, but then I go to them and I'm like, oh fuck. But then once I'm there for a while, like I'm chilling. My camera's about to die, so I really have to wrap this up. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the story. I hope it wasn't too lame or too anticlimactic for you. Climactic. Anticlimactic or climactic, I don't know, but you get the point. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want me to do more like story times, give the video a thumbs up, and also subscribe, because I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, with the exception sometimes I'm a day late, but either way, I upload like twice a week at least. Make sure to follow me on all my social media stuff. And also every Saturday at around 5 p.m. Pacific time, I go on YouNow. So come and hang out with me there. It's always fun. And also, this video's Twitter shout out goes out to Nicole. Always see her in my notifications. So thank you. I love you. You're a queen. Appreciate it. And in case you're wondering, all you gotta do to be eligible for a Twitter shout out is just follow me on Twitter, and if I notice you interacting often, I will put you in here. So go follow her, show her some love, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you, bye!